It's literally like 39 degrees out right now, so it's a little frustrating. My name's Melissa Ferris. I run MP13 Racing, and we are a team that races motorcycles in MotoAmerica, specifically in the Twins Cup and the Junior Cup. What's up, dude? How are you?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get our setup sheet already.
So right now we're just setting up the bike, just seeing how things look, getting positions kind of right. Really, I just sat on it. It feels pretty good. So I always like pretty hard brakes. Like I like a lot of, I guess, tension in the brakes.
We've got a really great relationship with Behringer. They make brake master cylinders, calipers, some other cool stuff. Their theory is a little bit different than some of the others, so the mechanism of how their front brake master cylinder works is different. It rides on a roller ball like bearing instead of just pushing directly on a piston. So just sitting in the paddock sometimes it can feel like it's not really firm. But when you get on the racetrack, oh my God, does it stop. I saw the look on Kayla's face in the pits when she grabbed that brake lever, and I was like, just give it a minute.
I'm Kayla Yaakov. I race for MP13 Racing this year. We're out here at Buttonwillow and hopefully to get our first test underway. I'm really excited. I kind of ran under the MP13 banner, a couple of years ago when I was first starting out. So to kind of have a full circle moment is really cool. I think that this whole program is going to be a really, really cool step in my career and is definitely going to advance my riding.
It's so cold right now. When I was like letting air out of the tire, the air coming out of it is so cold. Like, it's wild. It's obviously not the conditions you want to test in, but you gotta do hard work on the days where it's like not perfect. That way on the days when it is, you're ready to go. I can see, she's already on the gas. We're good. We got a big moment just now in a fast turn. I think Josh might have peed his pants. It looked like she lost the front. That was exciting. Let me take this thing.
Bike honestly doesn't feel too bad. Getting a good feel for it. The controls aren't too far off of what I kind of want them to be. But yeah, I had a little bit of a moment there. It was just cold temperatures.
The big thing is just hearing, first impressions, I mean, that was Kayla's first time on the bike. How much we need to work with her, how much she's just taking it in. We've got to learn a lot about Kayla as well as the motorcycle. With her successes that we've got to talk about, it's more about an attitude of how to approach things a little bit. And with Aiden, I see a few things and got a few ideas just to experience.
My name is Aiden Sneed, and this year I'm racing an R3. Should be very fun. I'm 14. I think that is the minimum age for a Junior Cup. I'm running the Q5s. They should be good. The weather's a little bit cold, so I think the tires will run good.
Just because of the nature of the fact that Aiden's on a completely stock bike, we decided to put him on the new Q5, which is Dunlop's track day tire. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was riding, I think that might be what I'd choose today. It's just a little easier to keep some heat in them.
Yeah, so my hands, like after 3 laps, they just hurt so bad.
The big problem right now is when you can't feel your fingers, it's hard to ride a motorcycle.
They're pretty grabby. I was like super impressed. It'll be really fun this year because that's one of my strong suits is on the brakes. So to have confidence like that will be really cool.
Anytime you can give her a tool like what we have with Behringer that has such good feel and the ability to make those fine-tuned modulations, that's a rider who's actually gonna really get a lot out of a product like that. So I'm excited to see what she can do with it. It's a treat to have a rider that can give you really good feedback, make sure you're both on the same page, and make sure you're always working towards a better bike and you're not getting lost out in left field somewhere. I'm gonna manifest better weather for tomorrow, and right now I'm gonna go eat a big old steak dinner. It is so cold out. having your suspension work is the difference between having a bike that's got grip, that turns when you want it to turn, and the big thing is just about making that rider feel comfortable on that bike. You never want to make a mistake and hurt somebody, but like, dude, they're kids. So for sure, like making sure we do everything we can to keep these kids as safe as we can and also give them every opportunity to win races that we can. It's a lot. Everyone says it. We can't do it without the sponsors, but I mean, truly, we can't do it without the sponsors.
I think it's cool to have like different packages to test. From what they've said, it should be pretty fun, so we'll see.
It's Kayla's job to tell us how it feels. The hope is that it's going to allow us to change some of the other settings. It changes the way the shock works, so it allows us to change things like swing arm angle, and if we can make the bike a little bit more comfy, I'm hoping it'll make her more comfortable to push harder.
Yeah, the Yoshimura link was great. We went out, did a few heater laps, and honestly, it felt great. So there's not much that we need to change, and I'm really excited to get back out.
The sun's coming out. Should make the track a little grippier, so we'll see how this next session goes.
My wife, Melissa Paris. You know, with Melissa's name, the MP13 team, you know, and that being so important to her, she's not just a crew chief. And, you know, most people don't understand how entrenched the crew chief position is, but she's also the business side of the team. She built these engines herself. To see Kayla come in and have a smile on her face and enjoy riding it, man, I think that was probably the most satisfying part of all of this for her, was to see that happen and to feel confident and excited going into the next piece. Excited to have a female rider on her team and have a young guy like Aiden, who I think shows a lot of promise.
Next round, hopefully I'll be on my own bike, and yeah, we get to test my bike, figure out the suspension, see where I'm good and where I'm not good at. The weather wasn't all too good. The Dunlops held up good in the cold, so I think the weekend went pretty well.
I was really happy with how the bike felt, and I'm excited to keep working on it, keep improving our setup, and keep improving in general.
You always do your best, but when you see that you're working with really motivated riders, it kind of gives you like a little bit of extra fire. So I'm excited to go back to the workshop and build some race weapons for them.